Hi everybody, it's Nefertiti, and today we will be doing the $5 makeup challenge. So this is actually a challenge started by Emily Noel. She was going to do the $10 makeup. I don't know why I do that with my girls. The $10 makeup challenge, and so she's decided to up the ante and kind of challenge herself a little bit more and do a challenge where everything on her face is $5 or less. So that is what we're going to do today. So I'm just going to fix the camera and just bring it in a little closer. Not too close. That's a little too close. Okay. All right. So luckily most of the things I had or that I'm going to use in this challenge I already had. There's only, I'd say maybe one or two items I had to get, but most everything I already had in my collection. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to use is the NYC Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer in the shade 684, which is, it's just like a white shimmery shade. So if you could see that. And this, I believe, is like $3.50. I wrote down prices for everything, but for some reason I didn't write the prices for this because I know it's under $5. It's not my favorite primer, but it's not bad. No work in a pinch. So let me show you this primer. It's very kind of wet, very shimmery and reflective. And is this supposed to, what does this say? Even skin tone. So it's not mattifying or shine control. I don't know why, but I did my hair today first. Normally I do my makeup and then my hair, but I was kind of waiting around to film and I just decided to do my hair first. So today's a curly hair day. Now I'm not putting primer on my nose because my nose gets very oily. And I'm going to attempt to use this sort of trick to keep the foundation on your nose all day that Nikia Joy uses in her video. I'll put the link to her video below. And I actually like it. I know Cassie on Thrift did it and she said that she didn't really see a difference, but I like it and it really has helped the foundation on my nose stay a good part of the day. So normally I use the NYX eyeshadow base in the Skin Tint color, but I just looked it up online and it's like $6.99, so I will not be using this for this challenge, which kind of broke my heart. But I will be using some other eyeshadow primer. Now I got this mascara from Black Radiance. They just brought out a whole bunch of new stuff at Walmart by my house, and it's the bodybuilding mascara. I already opened the package. I kind of like hastily put it back together, but it came with the free eyeshadow primer, so it's under $5. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So it's just this tiny little tube. I think the full size is under $5. So I figure a freebie is very welcome. Even if I don't even use it, it's good to have a backup. So this is, it's a little lighter than my actual skin. I'm sorry about that. My skin tone, but it is a little, I think I felt, hold on, I feel something on my fingers. I'm just gonna put it on my nose. It kind of sucks that it's not more skin tone and color. Apologize for the noises you're hearing in the background. There's someone cooking in the kitchen, and when you gotta cook something, you gotta cook something. So okay, so now I'm gonna set my face with the Wet n Wild All Day Wear PhotoFocus Setting Spray. You can see that, sorry, the light's kind of reflecting off of it. And let me see, I kind of wrote down prices on everything here. And it's $4.68. So I actually got this, CVS was having a sale on Wet n Wild. It was buy two, get one free. So I got this, the Wet n Wild mattifying powder, which I'm going to use after I put on my foundation. And then I got one of the highlighters. Not the highlighter I'm using in this challenge, but one of the other one. I think Boozy Bunch. The one that's supposed to be like a dupe for Champagne Pop. So I'm going to close my eyes and spray. So this is an alcohol spray, so be very careful not to breathe it in or get in your eyes. Alright, so I got that done. So now I'm going to be using... Now, I just saw this yesterday when I went to Walmart, and I was actually very excited. It's Black Radiance Color Perfect sorry, that alcohol oil-free liquid makeup. See that? Isn't that such a cute little bottle? And this is in the shade 8411 Butterscotch. And let me see. It was $3.87, and it's 1 fluid ounce. So it's actually a nice size. And this is the lightest shade that they have. So if you're a little fair, sorry. There's other cheap drugstore foundations that are your color. I know Wet n Wild, their foundation is about the same price, and it has more lighter shades. And in fact, I think my shade 820 medium is like the darkest that they have. And then Rimmel has several that the range runs pretty fair and light. So well, it is what it is. I'm not going to go into that about the whole ranges of skin color and everything like that. So the only thing I don't like about this foundation, I was playing with it a little bit, is that it doesn't have a pump, and it has this weird little, hold on, I'm going to clean off some of the excess so you can see it. Can you see it? I can't see it right there. It's like a little paddle. I'm really not sure what that's for, but I don't kind of like that. I feel like it's really easy to get that all over the place. This is gonna be really weird doing this with my hair down, but I think it's actually a good skin match. So I'm just going to and I'm using an Ulta Beauty blender. I think by itself, I don't think it's $5, but I bought it in a set. It was like a matte poreless set. It was like 20 bucks, and I had like 6 items, so it did come out to $5. So yes, I'm cheating a little bit, but I was not buying a Real Technique sponge just for this challenge. And I have some knockoffs, but I kind of was lazy and didn't want to look for them. Hold on, I can't really see my face. So I really like this foundation. Sorry, I'm trying not to put this mirror has 2 sides and I don't want it to be reflective. But I actually really like this one. It's not really heavy and it gives really good coverage. I'm gonna add a little bit more around my chin where I've been having this sort of perioral dermatitis, and I finally conquered it on the left side of my face, and then it's kind of coming back with a vengeance on the right side of my chin, and it's really actually annoying. But it is the winter months, so I just have to adjust my skincare routine. Oh, my curls. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really not used to wearing my hair curly and down all the time. I prefer to wear my hair in a bun, just because I feel like it's just more practical and just, no, it's not even professional. I just am very used to having my hair pulled back and smooth, and it's really been a challenge to wear my hair down, especially here in Houston with the humidity the way it is. All right, so I don't know why, but I have like a little patch. What is going on? Okay, I think I got that. I'm sorry, there was like a little patch of foundation that was sticking to the eye serum that I put on this morning. Okay, so the next product I'm going to use is the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Powder in the shade 315 Soft Honey. Now, I had been using this, I'm not going to open it up because it's actually broken. So I had been using this for a while before I bought my Too Faced Cocoa Powder, And then my CoverGirl, the loose powder I've been using. The CoverGirl loose powder is above $5. It's like $5.95. But yeah, I'd stop using this because this is the second compact that I broke. So the matte one, the pan never broke, but this one, it's broken twice. And I don't know if it's just because the formulation is more soft and creamy, but it's broken. So I'm gonna kind of gently I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you can see that. It broke. It's so good. I tried to put it back together with alcohol, and that was a huge, huge, huge mess. So I know that it's $4.97. So I was like, oh, well, go ahead and use it. So I'm just going to dip my beauty blender. Try not to make a mess of this. Tap off some of this excess. Yeah, it kind of broke my hair when it broke. I didn't even drop it or anything. It just kind of like fell apart in my purse and made a huge mess of things at work. It got all over the carpet underneath my computer. And was not a happy camper, but I kind of been keeping it around because it is a good powder and I didn't want to throw it away. I was trying to use it as much as possible. I've really been trying to go through everything, not buying new products until I finish the old ones. But when you're getting subscription boxes and makeup sets like I do occasionally, I mean, of course I don't have to, but I do. Sometimes we get duplicates and we get stuff. So I've been trying not to open things if I'm already using something else. And see right here, this is where I have that patch of skin. And it's weird because when I touch it, you know, to the touch, it doesn't feel scaly or bumpy or dry. It feels like normal skin. But it's when you look at it, sometimes, depending on the day, it can be like red and angry and just dry, and I just have to take extra care, and it feels like nothing kind of works. So I have to just trial and error. The only thing is, if you have similar kind of perioral dermatitis, don't put hydrocortisone. Putting steroids on it is like the last thing you want to do. So put everything else, put Neosporin, and then putting like Vitacilina, which is kind of like Hispanic version of Neosporin with extra stuff. Aloe vera gel. I mean, I've just been putting everything on it, and it's getting better, but it takes time. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with this stuff. Okay, so I actually really, oh no, I'm wearing a black shirt, and this is why I normally wear tank tops when I film, but when I film makeup challenges, it's okay. I'm just gonna clean it with a damp towel, but I always somehow get a little bit of makeup on me. It doesn't matter how careful I'm being. Okay, that threw me off a little bit. Okay, so the next thing, I'm so sorry. It's Sunday, just lazy Sunday. Gonna run a quick errand and then go to a birthday party for my little cousin. Happy birthday, Zoe. She watches my videos and she wanted to know why I was on TV, so a little shout out to her. But yeah, so it's a good day to film and do this challenge and kind of do this makeup. Oh, I almost was gonna put this on without telling you what this is. This is the Wet n Wild ColorIcon blush in the shade 327B, as in Bravo. Apricot in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. I really like these blushes. My mom has like the rose champagne one. I have some of the ombre ones. They're just really pretty. They're really soft. They swatch nicely, and they're nice color without being crazy ridiculous, which I don't like kind of very strong, bold blush, because I mean, I know with my skin tone I can pull off sort of deeper, more bold colors, but I don't like to. I mean, I was in drill team in high school and we had to wear that to perform, and I felt like it made me look like a hoary doll, and I didn't like that, and it's just really not my look. Which is funny because I love bold lipstick, and not too bold of an eye, but I just don't like it. People try to convince me like, oh, I had a friend who worked, or I have a friend, she's still my friend. I have a friend who used to work at MAC, and she's a makeup artist, and she would always tell me like, oh, buy this like bright blush. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't know about that, but we're still friends. I love you, girl. I just didn't put the puff back in the powder. Okay, so I'm going to put highlight. I'm not going to do a crazy amount of highlight simply because I don't have the other highlighter I like to use. So this is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo Illuminating Palette in Catwalk Pink. And this is their redesigned version. I actually got the old design, I'm so sorry. The old version off the Wet n Wild website because they finally brought back in stock those highlighting singles that they came out with this summer and then they sold out. So they finally brought them back. So as of today, Sunday, I want to say today is the 9th. They're back in stock, so you may want to just get on the website and like get them real quick. I did because I saw them on eBay. People were selling them for $20 and I was like, I'm not paying $20 for a highlighter that costs $3.99 from the drugstore. So as you can see, I'm almost about to hit pan with this one shade. As you can tell, this is my favorite. My next favorite, the light really doesn't do it justice. Next favorite shade is this one right here. I really kind of tend to stay away from these cool tone pink, white colors for highlighting because I feel it doesn't look as natural on my skin, and I have a really nice kind of golden color. I mean, I hate to say that about my own skin. I'm like, yeah, I have nice, you know, skin color. But in my opinion, I do. I like that. It's very kind of gold, and I like emphasizing the glowiness of it. So I'm just using a BB22 foundation brush from Bella Terra. It's one of those places, you know, they kind of sell at the mall, but it's just a little brush, and I just happen to like it for highlighter because it's a nice size. It's not too big. I like to just put it on my cheeks, but just I'm obsessed with highlighter. I really am. And this one is one of my favorites. It's really kind of my ride or die because I always go back to it. I have tons of highlighters and even other Wet n Wild highlighters, and this is my favorite, especially that rose gold shade. I don't know how it compares to Champagne Pop because I don't have it, but that would be kind of interesting to see how it actually compares. Sorry, I'm really trying not to kind of be, you know, like break the fourth wall, like, you can see you and you can see me and we're all seeing each other. That's too much. And just a little bit right here. I don't want to get crazy because I'm just going to a kid's birthday party. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm going to, it's kind of weird when you're on camera and you're filming to go, okay, well, what am I going to do next? And I'm not used to filming myself on camera, putting on makeup, so sometimes I have to think, what am I going to do next? So I don't have that many options I have a few options of drugstore makeup that's under $5, eyeshadows. And so I kind of pulled everything out and actually like went online like looking like, oh, how much is this? Checking prices to make sure it was under $5. But let me move this out of the way. Oh, I actually almost forgot. Let me put this before I forget. Last time I forgot. So I'm going to put that Wet n Wild mattifying powder in the shade A852 Matte About You. Now, I originally got this as part of that Fergie collection that they had at the Dollar Tree, and then people just like went out, bought it, and then there wasn't any more. So I used it, I loved it, and then it broke, and it was just a tiny kind of little sliver left over, and it was all pan. And I just decided, well, I didn't want to get it at like $4.52 because at $1 it was great, but at $4 I was like, I don't know. But I ended up really liking it. So once you guys had that sale, I jumped at the chance when I got it. So, and everything was, I think they were all roughly the same price. I really only put this on my nose. And so it does kind of come off, it's not super white. This is why I really like this one over the Essence one. If I show you, I don't know if you can see it. It's just a slight glimmer of white, but I really love it because it kind of melts into your skin and it doesn't have that white cast. And when you're a little bit darker, like me, I'm not super dark. I'm literally like right in the middle. I'm like medium honey, medium gold, right in the middle spectrum. But if you're like my color or darker, that kind of stuff will leave a white cast and it doesn't look good. So, okay, eyeshadows. So I have a couple of things. I have the e.l.f. I think it's called the Flawless Eyeshadow quad. No, this is $2. I don't think I'm going to use this, but this is a nice, let me pull out that dumb little brush that nobody actually uses. That's a really pretty one. As you can see, I tend to do warm neutrals. A lot of, I'm sorry, of what I have is sort of like Maybelline ones that I think that they just redesigned the package. This is a nice one, pink suede. It's like $3. And I got it on sale. You can still see the clearance sticker on it. I paid, what, $120 for it. Here's another one that I got at the 99-cent only store. It's a Maybelline Octo. It's not a quad, it's 8. But I paid, I think, $1.99 for this one. I actually really like this one. So I kind of really hate to use something that is not readily available. I know they just redesigned them and it's the same thing, so I'm kind of debating on that. There's also this CoverGirl. The CoverGirl quads aren't bad. Here's another one. Those dumb little brushes. It's just, it's funny that they still kind of include them, but I guess just in a pinch they'll do good. And then also another good option is the Wet n Wild singles. This is the shade Nutty. This one is so beautiful. I think if you have like kind of one drugstore eyeshadow, you should have Nutty and Creme Brulee, and then you're set, because it's just swipe on the lid and you're done. So I thought about it. I'm going to use the Maybelline. The color is number 10, Sunbaked Neutrals. Like I said, they have the same colors in these formulations. They just change the packaging and then like charging more, so I'm not gonna feel bad. Oh, I have this Almay one. Let me show you. I got this one on clearance. I think maybe before clearance it was like $6, maybe $7. The Almay Intense Eye Color Everyday Neutrals. This is for color number 105, Trio for Browns. It's for brown eyes. It's really pretty, but the pigment is not that great. And I used it in the $10 makeup challenge, and it was okay because I was going to a birthday party for someone in church, so everybody was like right after church, so it was good because I didn't want to be too over the top, too flashy. But no, this is not a church birthday party today. So I'm just gonna go in with this color right here and sweep it all over my lid. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. I kind of hate when they don't tell you. You're like, oh, this light tan color. So, sorry about that. Just gonna put that all over my lid. You know, I'm telling you, I'm really liking this foundation. The more that I look at it, it really sits really well on the skin. It's not heavy. It's not too light, too liquidy, which I don't mind more glowy foundations, even though I'm kind of oily. But I'm sorry, I have to put on some chapstick. I'm kind of obsessed with my chapstick. I have these little tubes everywhere in my life. Everywhere I go, there's one. So let me show you. This is the Lip Med-X from Blistex in a little blue tube. This, I'm kind of addicted to it. I'm not even gonna lie. I literally have one right here by the sofa where I film, on my nightstand, in my purse, in my car, on my desk at work, at the desk of a coworker that I cover backup from, and I go to her desk and answer the phones. I snuck one in there. I have this everywhere. I'm obsessed with it. So anyway, that's just a little side note. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with this lighter warm tone brown shade right here for my crease, and I'm just using an e.l.f. Doesn't have a number because it's just not, it's not e.l.f., I'm sorry, an Ulta crease brush. I mean, it's a nice little brush. I like it. I got it when they had them buy one get one free, and I got the highlighter brush, which I don't use that much actually. I found it to be too big for this, so I'm almost done. I apologize. I talk too much. Oh my girls. I would like to pin them back, like pull them back, but that kind of messes up the curl pattern in front. And that's where I have sort of the most problem. Actually, it was so funny. I was watching Bianca Renee's, one of her videos this morning, and her hair was like perfectly done. The curls were just perfect and no frizz, and I'm working my way there. I'm not there yet. I think curly hair is a challenge. It's a lifelong struggle to really accept it and to get good at it, and I'm not there yet. So let me see. I think I'm gonna go in with this gold color all over my lid, and I'm just using a Vasanti eyeshadow 2 brush. It's this one that I got in an Ipsy bag, but I actually really like it for packing on color onto my lid. These eyeshadows, they're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. I'm trying to wrap it up because this video is already super, super long. And I apologize if I talk too much. I'm kind of a very verbose person, which is why I think I don't mind filming. Like, filming actually and talking essentially to myself comes a little bit naturally to me. That sounds really weird, but I'm one of those people that kind of think out loud. And people are like, are you talking to yourself? It's like, no, I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know, I feel like that's a little less crazy than talking to yourself in your head, but I don't know. I actually really like this color. It's a very soft, pretty gold. Man, they cook pancakes in here and I can smell pancakes wafting through the living room, and they didn't make me any. All right, so I am going to use this sort of shimmery green color. I'm gonna put it on the outer V, simply because, right, should I? Let me look at everything else I have before I make that decision. Actually, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna use that. Scratch that. Now I have to wipe off my brush. I keep meaning to buy the Color Switch, or the Color Switch knockoff, which is basically like that donut, the thing that you put in your hair to make a bun. It's like a donut, and it's like mesh fabric or something like that. I have enough hair where I don't have to do that. My hair just naturally is that thick where it kind of makes that donut shape. And people always ask me like, oh, are you wearing a donut? It's like, no, that's my hair. I always get stopped by TSA at the airports. And they're checking my hair. I check on my bun for, I don't know what. It's not that big, but it's enough to warrant a pat down from security. So I'm gonna use this Maybelline, the pink suede one. This one's a pretty color. It's not as pigmented. It's kind of like a dupe or knockoff of, I want to say the color's like, oh no, it's called Strawberry Fudge. The Clinique Duo, and it's a really pretty color, and I have it. But this one is not as pigmented. In fact, I'm like, I don't know if you hear me, but that's me dipping into the pan. The good thing is I don't need it to be that pigmented because, like I said, of where I'm going, it's not going out to a club or anything. I'm just going to a kid's birthday party, which I'm actually really excited to go. My cousins are very good kids. I love them all. And I like going to, you know, celebrating these moments with family. And especially when they get to the age where they remember. Like when they're babies, it's cute, you know, because babies are cute. But when they remember stuff, they're like, oh, you remember at my 5th birthday party we did this? Yeah, I remember we did that. So yeah, they're getting to the age where they remember things more. So it's really cute. They call me Thea because I'm only a year younger than their dad, my uncle. So they kind of don't understand the concept of like cousins. Like cousins to them are like their age, really young. All right, I'm thinking. Oh, all right. So next, I'm still rocking the really thick eyebrows. I don't know if you can see. They're almost fully grown in, which thank God, because this annoys me. They don't look bad. I don't have crazy unruly eyebrows, but I prefer more defined eyebrows. So hopefully in a couple of weeks, maybe by the end of October, I'm gonna go probably to the Benefit Brow Bar and get them cleaned up and get them shaped, and I'll be really excited to do that. So I'm not putting any colored brow product. There are plenty of options at the drugstore. My favorite is the Wet n Wild, the kind of pencil with the spoolie at the end of it. It's like $1.99. It's really good. The only problem is you run through it really fast because it's a very soft, creamy formula, so you end up using kind of more product and you go through it real quick, but it's $1.99. So anyway, I'm going to use the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It is a clear formula. I think it's like $2.99. I know I say it's clear and you can see here it's kind of like cloudy and brown, but that's because the foundation and the powder and stuff, and it gets into the formula and it kind of looks gross and goopy, but it still works and I'm not mad at it. So this is just to kind of keep them in place. I actually could probably rock full brows like this, but I don't. I prefer to have a little bit of an arch, a little bit of definition. Yeah, I went. We have this place here in Houston, like it's called like Hillcroft and Harwin, our little part of town on the southwest side, where all like the Middle Eastern shops, like the Middle Eastern, Indian, Pakistani, Iranian, all the little like shops and businesses, they're kind of concentrated there. And so I went to an Indian salon that I always go to, and I asked her, I was like, hey, can you give me like a little, you know, more of an arch than what I normally have? And I've been going to them for months and everything, and so she kind of like did only that one eye like that, so it was like really short, really thin, and just kind of completely messed up. And I can't even be mad at her because it's not she betrayed me or anything. It's just I paid $5. She literally gave me a very extreme interpretation of what I asked for, and it's my fault. My mom said, oh, you wanted it too much. You had something good and you had to keep trying for more and more, so get what you got. My mom was not that sympathetic. She was kind of laughing at me about it because I was moaning about it, like, oh no, my eyebrows, what did she do to my eyebrows? So all right, so I'm gonna use this Black Radiance Perfecting Eyeshadow Primer. This video is really long. I'm gonna wrap it up, I promise. Shoot, no, I just realized that I put on the eyeshadow without the eye primer, so I will not be putting this, but if I had, I would have used this. I am so sorry. It's Sunday. It's the day of rest. I'm not gonna get that worked up over it. So I'm looking at everything. I'm gonna spray my face one more time with the setting spray before I put the mascara, because I don't want it to like glue onto my mascara, because I know this mascara I'm using is kind of a wet formulation, so I don't want it to transfer. So I think we all look stupid when we do that, just like close our eyes and just like try to go for the spray. I'm gonna finish using that. After this, I want to try the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day spray. It looks really cool. And I heard really good things about it. I think at the Urban Decay, but the Urban Decay comparison. Uh-oh. I just saw that it said like, your file's too large, so let me hurry up. So this is, the Black Radiance Bodybuilding Mascara in the shade, I think this is black. It's a good brush. It's not really bodybuilding. It's lengthening. Gives you nice black color, but it's not my favorite. It's not the worst. It does give really good length, but in terms of volume, it is lacking that. And try not to. And my curls are in the way. I can't believe this is already a 30-minute video, and if you watch this, you are a saint. And of course I got transfer on my eye. I'm gonna have to clean that up with a Q-tip. It's a very wet formula and you gotta be very careful. I'm not gonna put this on my lower lashes because it's just asking for it to get in. Dang it, I got it on this. I don't have any Q-tips near me. I'm just gonna have to do that off camera. Okay, there's that. It's good. But you can see I already got some on my lids. I'm gonna have to clean that off before that dries. So I got a lot of lipsticks here. It's mostly Rimmel lipsticks. the Kate lipsticks. I actually think, sorry, I'm trying to look to see what's a nice color. I actually think I'm gonna go with Wet n Wild Black Orchid. This is $1. It's actually a really good formulation. So, shoot, 35 minutes. This is like worse, like when you're getting ready for work and you're looking at the clock, you're like, oh man, I gotta hurry up because I'm gonna be late. I'm not going, actually, no, I do gotta do something, but I just don't want this file to be too long, so. I got that white earring and you put on stuff. It's a really nice cream formula. Got a bunch of lip liners here, but oh man, I messed up my lip a little bit. Lipstick is something you do not want to rush, especially with a cream formula. Take your time, go slowly. Don't go too much. I'm just gonna kind of clean it up a little bit to find the line. And actually, I will tell you, even the Gloopy mascara I still liked. It's still, I actually liked, oh dang it, I got lipstick on my sponge. Okay, so that is, let me make sure I used all my products. So that is the finished look. So this is my $5 makeup challenge. If you like this video, again, I apologize for it being so long. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. I'll have all my social media listed down below in this, down in the description box. And I will also have all the products and how much they cost listed in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and thank you to everybody who subscribed. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys all. Have a wonderful week. Bye.